What is a trade war? A trade war occurs when countries impose tariffs or other barriers on each other's goods in retaliation for perceived unfair trade practices. For the United States, the most notable trade war in recent years began in 2018, led by former President Donald Trump. The U.S. imposed tariffs on billions of dollars worth of goods from countries like China, Canada, and the European Union, aiming to protect American businesses and reduce the trade deficit. Timeline of the U.S. trade war. The trade conflict officially began in 2018 when Trump's administration imposed tariffs on steel and aluminum imports, mainly targeting China. Over time, this expanded to a broader range of goods, including electronics, machinery, and even agricultural products. This set off a series of retaliatory tariffs, particularly from China, which led to a back-and-forth escalation. In 2019, the U.S. and China signed a Phase 1 trade agreement where China promised to purchase more American goods. However, issues like intellectual property theft and unfair trade practices were left unaddressed, leaving the conflict far from over. Under President Joe Biden, the trade tensions have remained high, with the future still uncertain. Key players in the U.S. trade war. The primary countries involved in this trade war are the U.S. and China, two of the largest economies in the world. However, the European Union, Canada, and Mexico have also been impacted by tariffs, especially on industries such as agriculture and technology. China has been the central focus, with accusations of unfair trade practices, intellectual property theft, and currency manipulation. While China has been the most significant target, other countries like Canada and Mexico have also faced their own set of tariffs from the U.S. Impact on U.S. businesses and consumers. The trade war has had a mixed impact on U.S. businesses. Some industries, like domestic steel production, saw a boost in the short term, but many others have struggled. For example, U.S. farmers were hit hard by Chinese tariffs on agricultural products, such as soybeans, while tech companies, including Apple, faced higher costs due to increased manufacturing expenses and ongoing uncertainty. Consumers also felt the brunt of the trade war. As tariffs were added to imports, the prices of everyday goods, including electronics, clothing, and food, rose, ultimately leading to higher living costs for U.S. households. Economic consequences of the trade war. The economic fallout from the trade war has been significant. While the goal of the tariffs was to reduce the trade deficit and promote domestic manufacturing, the result has often been higher costs for consumers and lost revenue for businesses. Experts estimate that the U.S. economy has lost billions of dollars as a result of these trade barriers. On a global scale, the trade war slowed economic growth worldwide, disrupted supply chains, and forced many countries to find alternative markets and suppliers to avoid reliance on the U.S. or China. The future of the U.S. trade war. Looking ahead, the future of the trade war remains uncertain. While the Biden administration has shifted toward diplomacy, many of the core issues that triggered the trade war, such as intellectual property theft and unfair trade practices, remain unresolved. Some analysts believe that we will see continued trade friction between the U.S. and China, while the U.S. may strengthen alliances with other countries like Japan and the EU. However, the global economic landscape remains in flux, with ongoing challenges like supply chain disruptions and the effects of the COVID-19 pandemic, making the situation even more complex. Thanks for watching. Like, share, and subscribe for more. Tell us your favorite historical moment in the comments. See you in the next video.